as nearly 150 heads of state gathered here in Paris for what organizers called the largest ever gathering of its kind. Pope Francis warned Monday the world is heading towards suicide if more is not done to combat climate change. The Pope made the remark aboard a plane at the end of a 6-day trip to Africa.
Ma siamo al limite.
We are at the limits. If I may use a strong word, I would say that we are at the limits of suicide. I am certain that almost all of those who were in Paris at COP21 are conscious of this and want to do something.
Nearly 170 nations arrived here in Paris with pledges to make voluntary greenhouse gas emission cuts. But scientists say far more is needed to prevent catastrophic climate change. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon said the world needs to move much faster to address this global crisis.
Paris must mark a decisive turning point. We need the world to know that we are headed to a low emissions, climate resilient future, and there is no going back. The national climate plans submitted by more than 180 countries as of today cover close to 100% of global emissions. This is a very good start, but we need to go much faster, much further if we are to limit the global temperature rise below 2 degrees Celsius.
On Monday, France and India launched an international alliance to deliver solar energy to some of the planet's poorest. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced the initiative.
We must turn to sun to power our future. As the developing world lifts billions of people into prosperity, our hope for a sustainable planet rests on a bold global initiative. It will mean advanced countries leaving enough carbon space for developing countries to grow. It will create unlimited economic opportunities. That will be the foundation of the new economy of this century. This is an alliance that brings together developed and developing countries.
While India is pushing solar energy, it's also heavily promoting coal power. India is expected to open a new coal plant every single month until 2020, as the country plans to double its coal production. Chinese President Xi Jinping called on the world's wealthiest nations to help the developing world adapt to a changing climate.
The Paris Agreement should help increase the investment and ensure the actions on climate change. Developed countries should keep their commitments to mobilizing $100 billion each year by 2020 and provide the stronger financial support to developing countries afterwards. It's also important to transfer climate-friendly technology to developing countries. The Paris Agreement should help accommodate different conditions in various countries, emphasize on being practical and effective. We should respect differences, especially developing countries, in domestic policies, capacity building, and economic structure.
Chinese President Xi Jinping spoke in Paris as smog in Beijing climbed to more than 35 times safety levels set by the World Health Organization. China's ordered thousands of factories to be temporarily shut down.